programs at the moment, but now my first guest in the studio has done more to transform the reputation of Australia than Rolf Harris and Skippy the bush kangaroo put together. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for many years the cultural attaché at the Court of St James, Sir Les Patterson.
No worries, son.
Okay, take it. Okay. All right, so...
Beautiful. What a show.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, you've been the cultural attaché in Britain, in London, for a long time. Are you still cultural attaché?
Well, I'm an advisor. I'm pretty well a consultant these days. I'm called upon to perform a number of services to Australia and to any young woman who happens to come into the office. Sorry I let that slip. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it must be very rare for somebody in the diplomatic corps to let anything slip.
It's very hard, but I can relax with you, Clive, son.
Great.
And this is...
nothing I enjoy more.
I can, and this is Channel 4, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
After all, it doesn't matter what I say or do, because, you know, you got the lesos on the show a lot of the time, recommending all kinds of things, you know. I couldn't do much more than that, could I?
Well, with you, it's Channel 4-letter word, really, isn't it? That's the... I hadn't said that.
Clive. I can see that you were once a warm-up man over here in LWC. You were. And I happen to remember, old Clive, was it the Silver Black show, was it? I can't remember what it was. It was good, you know, and I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
You were fucking terrible, Clive. You were, but you've found your niche. You have. Hasn't he, eh?
No.
He's good.
Let's, if we're going to get personal about it, let's talk about your own personal life. You've got a bit of a reputation as
I know.
I know, yes.
I'm a horny old bastard, I'm telling you that. I am, I like it, I like women. I do, I can't help that. It's a little bit unpopular these days in certain circles, but I do.
Yeah.
I've been grooming old Tony Blair too. He called upon me, and Tony, you're watching and you won't mind me saying this, pal, but he needs roughing up, you know, Tony. What does he look like? He looks like, you know, the family doctor with a Volvo, 4 kids, a Labrador, and plastic letters on the fridge door, doesn't he? He does a bit.
So what are you advising him to do?
Well, just a little bit, a sort of a spunkier look.
Yeah.
A few stains on his tie.
Yeah.
Perhaps a love bite.
Yeah.
You know? Even, and this is fashionable, a trial separation.
Yeah.
How about that?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, I tell you, I was in Tasmania recently.
Yeah.
I was reminded of that because I am, I don't know if you're aware of this or the audience or the viewers, but I'm chairman of the Australian Cheese Board, and I was at a Tasmanian cheese tasting this morning.
Yeah.
A bit of Tasmanian camembert got under my nail. And I was in Tasmania visiting some of the cheese factories, and there was a couple of fellas here. There's one about these 2 Tasmanian blokes, and they're walking along, and a seagull shits on one of them, and the other bloke, you heard this? The other bloke says,
I hope I'm not going to.
No, the other bloke says, he shits on his head. The other bloke said, would you like some toilet paper? He said, oh no, it'll be miles away by now.
What about Barry Humphries? Because he handles your stage appearances, doesn't he?
Well, you know, he's a bit of an impresario. He's a little bit of a would-be comedian.
Yeah.
And he's dragging me out on the road, you know. I'm going up to Leeds, opening on the 16th in the Opera House there. Thereafter Manchester and all over the country, preparatory to probably coming into the old West End next year, and about fucking time.
But is he... But do you get on with him? Because he's a very intelligent person. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he's a very... And you do all those things.
I enjoy life, and I'm not sure he does. But he insists on having the Dame Edna, you see, and Dame Edna, she's a nice woman, but she never speaks to me. She has nothing whatever to do with it. She's given me the cold shoulder.
You never meet, you never see together.
Years ago, it dates back, Clive, and you're a bit of a prober because you've got something out of me that hasn't been revealed to the public before.
What could that
be? Well, this isn't a Tasmanian story, by the way. But years and years ago, before I was in the diplomatic corps and representing Australia all around the planet, I took Edna out one night. She wasn't even a star. She was a little housewife, you know, with ambitions. And I took her out, and I went to the pictures. I can remember what the picture was. It was Dumbo. Dumbo by Walt Disney. Pretty harmless, a little bit raunchy here and there, depending on what an elephant's trunk means to you.
You're not doing that trick, are you?
No. And, I'm sitting there in the dark, we're getting on fine. I've got the box of black magic. A box of black magic. Sorry, shouldn't give it a plug, but I am. And I leaned towards Edna. All I said to her, I said, would you like a hard one or a soft one? That's all I said. And off she goes like a streak of piss. Straight off. I've never seen her since. We're on the same show very often. But I come, I go, and she comes on.
So we could see...
Never the twain meet.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining.
I've had a lot of fun, and I'd like you to thank old Clive, because he's been a joy for me to talk to. And very, very good luck to you all, and God bless you, one and all.
Okay.
From Clive Patterson and Clive Anderson, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good, well done, Celeste. Okay. Thanks a lot, Celeste. Okay. Well done. Okay.